Okaeri Nasai. Welcome back. For the ones of you who don't know me, I'm Lucie and I'm a certified sake sommelier. Now, for today's tasting, I have prepared this exciting sake called Masumi Karakuchi Kiipon. It comes from Miyasaka Brewery in the town of Suwa in Nagano. And Suwa is a small place just south of the Matsumoto town, and it's in the midst of mountain and like a little basin with a beautiful lake. The history of the brewery is actually really exciting. The Miyasaka family were originally a samurai family, and during the warring times in 1662, they decided to switch from serving with their swords and start serving with liquor and founded a sake brewery. And they had been brewing sake since. They had a really hard period, basically between Edo and Meiji, where they had to take a loan on the brewery. It wasn't going well at all. They even considered shutting down the production, but finally decided to make the best sake in Japan, and they went for really sweet, elegant sakes that even the wives can enjoy. I appreciate the idea of that. So, you know how I always talk about words? So, of course, I had to look up the name Masumi, which means truth or transparency. And the sake is named after a bronze mirror that is placed in the Suwa Taisha, the Shinto shrine in Suwa. And since they had been providing sake for the shrine, they thought it was fitting to use the name as well. It's good, isn't it? So, they're also quite known around Japan as a brewery for several reasons. One is the grandfather of the current owner, Miyasaka Masuro, who decided to improve the brewing processes in Miyasaka Brewery and sent out people around Japan to gather knowledge and basically learn as much as they could about sake production to be able to make better sake. And the second one is connected to yeast, because the famous yeast number 7 that has been widely used in sake for years and years was actually isolated in Miyasaka Brewery, and they have even a black granite plate that commemorates the place where the tank where the yeast was found stood. It's interesting, a little bit of sake history here. I keep saying the Miyasaka Brewery, but it's actually 2 breweries. There's the Suwa Brewery, which is in the town of Suwa, the old one, the original one. And then in the 80s, they opened the modern one up in the mountains, 1,000 meters above the sea level. And that's called Fujimi, where the main production is. They believe that sharing food and drinks with family and friends is essential for the well-being of humans, and they want to contribute to that and bring warmth and harmony to the table. They also believe that we should be kind to people and nature, and that their way of doing that is to reduce emissions and waste and energy consumption. They also write in Braille on their bottles so that even visually impaired people can enjoy their sake and read what's in it without help. When it gets to brewing, they believe making sake is like raising a child, which is a really nice concept. They buy most of their rice from local producers in Nagano and a little bit of Yamada Nishiki from Hyogo. Obviously, they use local water from the mountains. They have beautiful soft water that they get from their own wells. The sake we have in front of us is a Masumi Karakuchi Kiipon, and it's a Junmai Ginjo polished to 55%. It's made with Hitogokuchi and Miyama Nishiki rice, farmed in the Nagano prefecture and polished by the brewery themselves. It has the SMV +5. If you've watched my video on Sunday, you know about the dryness of sake, and it's considered dry Karakuchi. Let's try it. This is really nice. It has a lot of flavor, and even on the nose, it's really floral and stones of green banana and a bit of herbal, I would say cloves. For a dry sake, this is actually quite sweet. It has really pleasant astringency to it, quite low acidity, There's tones of banana and ripe pears, some sweet licorice, asparagus. It's very enjoyable. And for the food pairing, my grandmother used to make a lot of soups. And I think this would be really delicious with her cauliflower soup. Yeah, I'm going to leave the recipe for you guys so you can try it and see if you like it as well. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Masumi Karakuchi Kiipon. Try it if you find it somewhere. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to press the subscribe button down there. Don't forget to press the like button as well. I enjoyed. See you next week. お疲れ様です。